What's up, guys? So in this video, what we're going to go ahead and do today is go ahead and give a quick overview of Justin Phillips' Last Ecommerce Course. So this is a program that basically shows you how to set up your e-commerce store from A to Z. Justin Phillips has worked with a lot of brands in the past, as you can see on his website. The thing is about his program is that it costs like what I thought was like $1,500. Apparently, it costs like $6,000 is what some of my comments said on my old channel with my old video before it got taken down by a bunch of other guys. So basically, you're looking around $6,000. Some people said that they were promised like one-on-one coaching, didn't receive that. Now, I don't know if it was actually promised or if it was misunderstood, but at least that's what people were saying in the comments. Do I actually recommend this program? I would say probably not, just because there seems to be some miscommunication, but more so the business model as compared to the actual program itself. So with the business model of e-commerce, you're going to deal with like a lot of competition. Okay. The amount of stores from 2019 to 2023 alone tripled, going from like 9.2 million stores online to I think 26.9 million stores online. So nearly tripled. It's a lot of competition. Beyond that, you're going to have to work with suppliers that are oftentimes not necessarily the best at communication. You have delayed shipping times. It's going to lead to refunds, and refunds and bad reviews can tank your store. Also, you're going to have to learn how to run ads on social media to promote your store, or you're going to have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands a month in SEO to organically rank your store to the top of search for whatever product you're selling. The other thing that you got to worry about too, that kind of goes along with competition, is when people are looking for products, they're not necessarily brand loyal. Like, it's not like you're selling Adidas or selling Nike or anything like that. You're selling like basic products is kind of what you're taught to do. Spatulas, chessboards, random everyday products is what you're taught. So when it comes to selling those, you're going to have price wars. So you can't just price it wherever you want so that you have like that perfect margin. You're going to have to price it based on the market and based on your competition. What that does is create a price war where you guys are basically seeing who can sell it for the cheapest and still be profitable, right? And that's when a lot of people just get squeezed out of the market because they can't possibly compete with their small margins because of their overhead costs. It won't work. Other thing that kind of goes along with the ads and running ads is different account suspensions, right? When you have a whole bunch of different accounts running ads, you're testing different ad creatives and everything like that. Google, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the platform, they're super quick to take stuff like that down. So e-commerce is just a very, very hard business model to succeed in these days unless you have like a lot of money. Like if you have thousands and thousands and thousands a month to be able to cover an operating cost, then I'd say sure, you're probably fine. But if you're just getting started, it's going to be a lot harder. So if you are still getting started, I'd recommend checking out this thing called local lead generation. It's what I've been doing for a couple years now. Basically, I build a simple website like this, and I rank it to the top of Google like this for my search term. And then after it's ranked, people will click on this first because if they need a stump removed or if like a tree fell into their house or something like that, they need somebody that can do it. So they come to my website, they maybe read a little bit of it, so I've got some content for them to read. But then most importantly, they click this phone number. This phone number then gets forwarded off to a contractor who actually fulfills the work. At the end of the month, we kind of tally everything up and he gives me a slice of it. It's great passive recurring income. It took me about 6 to 8 weeks to rank this site first, and it was super cheap. I spend, because it's been a couple years now, but I spend $10 a year on the domain name. Website hosting is about $15 a month because I use Weebly. My call tracking, I use a call tracking software that's $15 a month as well. So my monthly cost is extremely low, and sites like these typically between $500 to $2,000 a month, just depending on like the niche and the volume and all that stuff, but mostly passive. Like I said, those are the only expenses that I've had for that site. Crazy enough, I know. But what you do is you then just replicate it over and over and over again. And if you guys want to learn how to do that, go ahead and check out this link right here. I've got it in the description below as well. But basically, this goes over every single question you could possibly have about what it is and how you do it. And if you're interested, I'd say go ahead and check it out. Also, if you guys are interested to see a more in-depth review of the Last Ecommerce course, go ahead and check out my Patreon. I'll have it linked down in the description below.